12 members of the Edo State House of Assembly loyal to the All Progressives Congress (APC) have been sworn in on Wednesday at an undisclosed location in Edo State. It will be recalled that the governor of the state, Godwin Obaseki, ordered a renovation of the Edo State House of Assembly on Wednesday afternoon in order to quell an alleged plot to impeach him. For several months now, Obaseki has actively worked to prevent the inauguration of the lawmakers in order to maintain control over the assembly. Following a fallout with his predecessor, Adams Oshomole, Obaseki ensured that the lawmakers were not inaugurated in order not to prevent Oshomole's loyalists from taking control of the state legislature. Politics Nigeria has photographs from the swearing-in ceremony. Wow, this is taking a new dimension. Really a new dimension. Does the so-called swearing-in has the governor blessing, or is the venue authorized by the governor? If it is no, then swearing in is a kangaroo kangaroo one, thereby null and void, capital exercise in futility. Oshumole no get shame at all. Eh? It must not be in the House of Assembly complex. They were all elected and are 17 against PDP 7. No court can declare their seat vacant. It is their right to be sworn in into the House and serve their constituency. Also produce the speaker because majority carries the vote all the world. 7 can't rule the House where 17 are denied access deliberately by Obaseki for parochial reasons. But why is it that they didn't do it all this while? Why would they wait till now before they will have to do that? They ought to have done that since. Why wait till the 9 minutes? What were they thinking? Because they had 4, 3 just joined them. So the 4 they had, okay, would have been enough for them to do whatever they wanted to do. Well, they know the calculation. This is what Oshomole wants in order to create problem in House of Assembly, but God will shame Oshomole. This is the right time to try Emperor Adams Oshomole in the court of law, if actually there is rule of law in Nigeria. How he formed parallel governments in Edo State. We should not allow democracy to be truncated by someone like Emperor Oshomole, who had enjoyed his 8 years as governor but because Obaseki refused to allow godfatherism to strive in Edo State, he now vowed to cause mayhem in the state. 7 can never gather than 17. Minority can only have their say. Majority must have their way. Obaseki is an enemy of democracy, and all lovers of democracy, either PDP or APC, must say no to Obaseki lawlessness. See another contended slave here. Just the way Buhari is an enemy of democracy, their seat has been declared vacant. So 12 is majority. What happened to the other 12? Osho Baba, you are too much, sir. Show them, let them know. So now if at all everybody just pointing fingers, that means the reason why the House of Assembly was invaded, that means it's truly Oshomole's hand. Then what is he looking for? What is Oshomole's problem? Because with all of this, he would have allowed people to just do whatever they want to do. Because he's saying, oh, I just want everybody to be okay. You have already done your own this thing. But the way he's taking everything, it shows that really he wants to be Godfather. All the things they've been accusing him, and the invasion in the House of Assembly today, or States of Assembly today, shows that he has hand in it. Because for now, they have gone elsewhere to go and do that. That means that was what they wanted to do. And all the allegations by the PDP against the APC, that means it is true. And Ezeyamu was trying to tell us that they should ask Obaseki why was he asking the question, or that he's supposed to be the chief security officer of the state. So he should have known the police that came to invade the House of Assembly. Can you imagine? I laugh at some people ignorance when they continue to sing praises at what is going on in Edo State. Put politics aside, we are disgracing ourselves in Nigeria and the world at large. We all need to condemn these acts of rascality. It is not just about being elected and having constitutional rights to legislate. The question is, did you meet all legal requirements to get there? Who conducted the swearing in? Is it the chief attorney of the state, or is it recognized by a sitting governor or his approval or consent? Does the law permit a makeshift arrangement in the case of venue? Is the attorney general of the state involved? These are the questions and the issues that will legitimize the swearing in. Otherwise, they have wasted their time. It's like going to Oluwole in Lagos to print WAEC results and insisting NUC should give it recognition. Swearing in of the elected lawmakers does not have anything to do with the state governor. The swearing in of those legislators is constitutional and is democratic. Obaseki cannot continue to demonstrate such high level of illegality and impunity. How could he deny those constituencies their constituted right to good representation in the state legislature? This is the beginning of the battle that Obaseki himself has called for. Which kind of battle? Watch and see the bloodbath that will drive Oshomole out of Benin City. Let Buhari be pretending he does not know what is happening. Please, where were these people that have not been sworn in after they were sworn or they won the election? Why didn't they go to court since the election to challenge the governor if they feel governor's action was not justified? And that's a good question. That's a good question there. But let's see as everything begins to unfold. Oshomole and Ezeyamu have failed and he will fail again. Obaseki, be strong in the Lord Almighty, you shall surely win the election. Where were they sworn in? Inside Oshomole. Where were they sworn in? Okay, inside Oshomole home. Members that their seats have since been declared vacant. We are watching. If truly our Mr. Integrity President is fighting corruption and wants generation after now to remember him for good, at this point in time, we have many proofs. Let him prove that he is against this monumental exposed abuses office by men in EFCC. And also, my question again, please, is Adams Oshomole contesting for governorship post on September 19th? Of course, with all this one, that's what they are confirming. What they are saying about him, is being confirmed. Because if you could understand what happened in the morning, they tried to invade the House of Assembly or State of Assembly, but because they could not get through and they had to go somewhere else, that means something is really fishing. Who is behind this? Because these people ought to have done this. If from what we are hearing that their seats were declared vacant and somebody asked, they would have done that since before now instead of waiting till now. What were they waiting for at this dire minute? So is it now they want to impeach him? I don't just understand. Well, let's continue to watch what will become the outcome of these things. Oshomole is just trying to give himself name and trying to expose himself the more. And the more he does all this, the more people begin to say, yes, this guy really wants to be Godfather in that state. So guys, let us hear your opinion. What do you think about this? Thank you.